Chào mừng các bạn đến với bệnh viện ô tô.vn. Chúng tôi xin hân hạnh giới thiệu đoạn video bổ ích này.
For decades now, one mid-sized luxury sedan has owned the title of being most fun to drive. There was a BMW 5 Series. But two things have happened this year. The first is that the 2011 5 Series is bigger and more tuned for comfort. And the second is this, the Infiniti M56. We tested the biggest engines available. The BMW's twin-turbo V8 is good for 400 horsepower and 450 pound-feet of torque and is hooked up to an 8-speed automatic. The Infiniti's naturally aspirated V8 makes 420 horsepower and 417 pound-feet of torque and gets a 7-speed auto. At the track, the M56 nudged the 550i by 0.2 of a second to 60, but in the quarter mile, the BMW was a nose ahead. Looks about even on the drag strip then, but how about handling? The Infiniti had a narrow advantage in the slalom, but the 550i's rather pedestrian 0.84G on the skid pad was not only worse than the M56, but the last generation 550i as well. The 5 Series was also underwhelming away from the track. Despite its adaptive and adjustable suspension, it feels too heavy and softly sprung through corners, and its newly electrified steering feels artificial. You no longer get that communication between man and machine the 5 Series was known for. Now, the M steering isn't that communicative either, but it is precise and very quick. Its firmer suspension also makes the M56 better suited to the types of road the 5 Series used to rule. But it's too frenetic. It has the sport part down, but the luxury part, not so much. Quite simply, you're less likely to enjoy the Infiniti every day. The Infiniti's cabin is arguably a bit richer than the traditionally stark BMW. Both have an abundance of features and technology, but the M is easier to use. In the end, the results were incredibly close. We are disappointed that the BMW has lost its edge, but the Infiniti has too much of an edge to be considered appealing on a day-to-day basis. So that makes the 550i the better choice for most buyers. But does it retain its title as most fun to drive? Nope.
Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi. Các bạn có thể tìm thấy thêm nhiều thông tin liên quan tại trang bệnh viện ô tô.vn. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại.